And the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now Goff on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the 1st-round pick and T. Higgins the 2nd.
They go play action with Burrow. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they go play action now. Burrow He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Up to make the play there defensively, Von Bell, leading tackler in Cincinnati last year. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 38, Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Room here to run. Escapes the defender. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 55. Mike 55. Super 1. Super 1. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Now it's Goff. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air again, Goff. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On on 2nd and 10. Goff eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Derek Barnes in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down, check, 4 down. Value 3. 24 is the mark.
Goff now looks to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back to throw, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
For the extra point.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 24, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Play action. It's Burrow fighting to stay upright.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To the air again, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Give him 30 yards there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Running right through it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
On line, right?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Joe Mixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Mixon with a first down carry. Able to power through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 28, Lions 14.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Super 66. Go, go, go. 57 to Mike.
From the 50, it's gone. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Swift. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Goff on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Working with a 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. The drive starts with a completion left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again is Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Mixon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Swift. He's to the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Connecting with Mixon.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. A final shot now for Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Detroit, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.